Hello everyone, this is Mohammed from Python Ninja YouTube channel, and today we will continue our journey in discovering a string data structure in Python, and we will start with count method. Let us discover count method. And what count method does, it take a pattern and search for the frequency, how many times that pattern can be found inside the string. So I have the mobile here. For example, it will be like 0, and I want to see, for example, the frequency of 0 here, or the occurrence of 0. So I will identify result variable here, and I want to see mobile dot count, and I want to count, for example, 0, and I want to bring the result here, and yeah, this is the result. Yeah, it is per 2 times in this string. If, for example, I have we have name, I want to see how many times, for example, the letter A could be found. Sorry, because I have a mobile here, but it should be name here, and yeah, it is 2 times. And also I want to highlight replace method. What replace does, it replace a letter by letter or item by item. For example, I will replace, for example, this is the name, and I have my name is Mohammed, and there is like between, instead of N I have M. Okay, so I will introduce new variable here, and I want to ask this variable to replace, okay, replace the letter M by N, and we will see how the result will be. And this is the result here. Yeah, it is replaced. I will also speak about one of the most used methods also, which is the index. When you want to search about the index based on a pattern or based on a letter. For example, here I will to say Muhammad as the name, okay, and I want to also retain the same procedure in description and use pattern as it. So I will say Muhammad index. So search for example the index of each, and I want to print the result, and sorry, the result show that this is the index number 2. And what we said before, that the index in Python start from 0, and here we at the location 3 is the index 0. And also sometimes you will have like this Muhammad mail, for example, is developer, for example, and I want to see at which index the word is started. It is started at index number 17. Okay, so this is the index method. And we have also one of the interesting method we can deal, which is called casefold. And what is the casefold does? Take at this. This is the name number 1, which is Mohammed. Okay, look at this. Name number 2, which is Okay, this is Muhammad and this is Muhammad. Casefold, it compares like two strings irrespective if they are capital, okay, or small, and we use it like in a special sentence like this, and the result will be boolean. Okay, for example, uh, look at this. This is print name 2.casefold. This will return the name into the lower case letter, okay, to the smaller letter, to the small letter, and we can compare this like to the other string like this. I have name one, okay, dot case fold. So I return the letter to be small instead of capital, and I compare both, okay, into I can compare both, and I have a boolean result. Okay, so what exactly casefold does, it return the string into lowercase letter or into small letter, and we can use this in the comparison. Okay, and this is for the casefold. We will also describe a method that is useful when you want to visualize and show your result. This is called center. Like here is the name. Okay, and the name is Mohammed. Mohammed. Okay, and I want to print the name like this. Print name. Okay, and I will see that Muhammad is this printed in the most left side. And sometimes I want to add some decoration here, and I want this decoration to be in the middle. This can be done by using center method. When I print name dot center, okay, center, and I choose here in the first argument, here is the number of letters, the number of digits that or string items that will be in the visualization, and the pattern. The pattern will be like this dash or hyphen. Yeah. So we considered here 25 as the length of the whole string, and we inserted Muhammad in the center of this string. Okay, we can change this letter, we can change this pattern into whatever we want. This is the method that is called center. Also, there is a method that does encoding, but this is like for advanced level. I want to highlight this quickly. Encoding, okay. What it does encoding? Here is Mohammed. Sorry, here is the name equal Mohammed, okay. And I have the encoding. Let us to say this like this. This is the method dot encode the variable. No, it's not a dot encode. And we have like a default argument which is encoding should be, we have to insert it as this UTF dash it, and when we bring the encoding, okay, we will see the representation of the byte string, okay, of the string. So this is like much more advanced to speak about now, but it is useful to know that we have an encoding for this string, and can be obtained by using an encode method. For non-technical individuals who attend this course, in advanced tutorial or in next tutorials, you will be engaged more to know what do we mean about byte string or the encoding. By the way, we use it much in NLP and in text processing to encode and decode our data. Also, there is another method that can be useful, which is called Lstrip. We discovered the strip in the previous tutorial. And now we want to speak about the Lstrip. Suppose we have the name Lstrip that does terminate some part of this string. We have name one about mail. Okay, I want to show name dot Lstrip, okay, which is left strip, and I want to cut this Muhammad from the string. Okay, so Lstrip, it does cut pattern, which is this. Lstrip cut the pattern, which is Muhammad, and this should be as similar as this. And yeah, the result is only about mail. You can cut any pattern you want, and we have also if I have is, I have not Lstrip, I have right strip. Yeah, it's like this. And for this right strip, we cut from the right, but it should be like this, and it cut the last word. This is useful if you search for a certain pattern. The last thing for today's tutorial that we will discover, which is the MakeTrans. MakeTrans is a method is useful when you create a dictionary, for example, of a translation, and this is MakeTrans. Okay, and yeah, let us to have our own variable name, and the name is Mohana book mail. Keep it as it, and I prefer capitalizing the first letter. Okay, now the first thing to use MakeTrans is to have a translation table. From the variable like this. We have a trans table. Okay. How can I have a translation table? It's nothing but the variable dot MakeTrans. Then we have the translation. What inside the table should be? I want to map, for example, every capital letter A. Then it should be mapped into, for example, this percentage sign. Okay. Then if I want to bring this trans table, I will understand if I am early or big, or if I'm beginner, I will understand nothing because it's only integer number. Okay, these numbers are the ordinal, it's called like ordinal encoding. The ordinal encoding in programming is the integer representation of each letter. So we will find the ordinal encoding of this capital A is 65, and for this percentage sign is 37. If we have like Z, if you have each has its own ordinal encoding or ordinal Unicode. Okay, and this Unicode is unique for each string, or for each string item, or each letter. Let me to say that. Now, I taken this A and I map this A. So this curly brackets and two columns represent a special data structure in Python is called dictionary. We will give also series of tutorials about the dictionary and how can we use this data structure. Just for your understanding, we have a dictionary. This is called key and this is called value. So the key of is this, which is like the key, and this is the value, which is the percentage sign. And where we want to now we map this to the Unicode or ordinal Unicode. Then we want to map this from the ordinal Unicode to the translation, to the translation, and let us to print name dot translate. So if you want to use MakeTranslate, make sure to use a translate after that to see the translation, and it takes the translation table as an argument. Again, you have a string, you want to translate this string or special or some letters, you want to translate them in a special way, then you will have a translation table that is obtained from the MakeTrans. Then I take MakeTrans, I insert it inside a translate method. Let us to see how it is. Yeah, we can see that we translated according to our dictionary. We translated capital A into percentage sign. We will practice more, make it trans and trans in a separate exercise. Don't worry. But keep in mind that if you want to build your own dictionary, you want to build something related to encoding text, then you can move, or so you can use this make it trans and translate together. Guys, that's for today's tutorial. We still discovering string data structure in Python. We will also add something related to the format string to understand more what do we mean of string, and how can we print non-string into a string in the next tutorial. And later we will give some exercises related to string, and we will cover also in a separate tutorial what is the string indexing. Please subscribe to this channel and spread this video among your friends who want to learn Python.